Hi, I'm Paul,
I'm Tammy,
and
and
we're
we're
inseparable.
inseparable.
And today we're going to talk lip syncs. And we've been able to do about 10 or 15 songs, finish those songs that we weren't able to because of lip syncs. But we do not like doing lip syncs.
hmm
Okay. They're very difficult. We don't want to offend anybody by impersonating their favorite artist. I certainly am not equal to any of them in any portion of my mind. I have the utmost respect for anybody that can make music because I can't. Okay. And they're extremely difficult to do, not just to tape, to actually do the performance, but then to keep it on point in the editor.
hmm
You'll get it all lined up. It'll be perfect. You go to save it and it's off.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like, I thought it would be nice to do the song, I love you, and we could say that to each other, and, silly love songs or whatever. And
Right. And actually, that's the first lip sync we did.
yeah,
Taxi was the second one. And
yeah,
that's where we got the idea from. I said, well, at first, the first version of Taxi came out. We cut out Wild Man Wizard part
yeah.
because there's just no way to depict it, but it just didn't sound right. And we do have a video where I did cut a portion out, and that's One of a Kind Love Affair. And I'm going to put that one up along with the one that I did that was the lip sync of a lifetime. For me, it will be, which is Beautiful Loser, A
hmm
Traveling Man, Beautiful Loser, and the Beautiful Loser, the end section of that, starting with He'll Never Make Any Enemies. That just, but anyways, it's not something we want to do. It's something we do as a means of last resort. But let's talk about the taxi one because the fun thing about that one, along with the one we did for the Paul McCartney song,
hmm
um, you were in, and
hmm
then all the rest of the lip syncs, it's just me. And that was really hard because we had to link it up with, get it linked up. And what I didn't know is the editor that I was using, when you save it, it adds 2 frames to the video.
Right.
And you have to be right on point. And it was maddening because I couldn't figure
hmm
out why is this thing. It's perfect when I play it back in the editor and then I save it and it's off.
Right.
But you want to talk about what you did as far as in Taxi and
Well, I basically listened to the song to my part over and over, the high pitch, because you couldn't really make out what they were saying. So I kind of more learned the melody of it than anything, and then just kind of memorized it that way, got it to match up. So,
well, and there were a couple funny things that happened. I'm doing my part and I forgot the line. I sang the lines wrong and I'm like, "Come on, this is your song. You know, this is a song I shouldn't get." And I broke up laughing. We've used that clip.
yeah.
And there was another clip where it was also funny, but I can't seem to find it. Do you remember what that was?
Maybe I started laughing. I don't
No,
know.
you told me, "Stop looking at me in the mirror." I
Oh,
couldn't.
right, right. Yeah, you had to look away because I
Yeah.
felt awkward being watched doing that kind of weird high pitched solo. It was so strange to start with, but
Well, yeah, I kind of pull off to the side. I can't help but
you're watching me in the rear
watching to see
view.
how you're doing, and you're like, "I can see you, even though
Yeah,
I'm doing this. I can see you watching me."
yeah,
So when we finally got it done, I had to kind of just pull over, close my eyes,
yeah. You
and
kind of
wait to
turn
hear
your
you
head.
stop
Yeah,
singing. And
yeah.
it was that's kind of funny, and those outtakes are funny, and but yeah, it just wasn't right the way it was. We figured this out. Once I figured this out, that also became the solution for sequel.
Mhm.
And when like I said, I'm looking at it in 5-story brownstone, and there were a few parts in there that we might have been able to do, but I figured, well, instead I'll just cut it, with the butler, me giving me the address and not go back to the taxi and, because you wouldn't have been driving into a city that, You
Yeah.
don't do that.
I wouldn't like
She
that.
doesn't do that. And then, we're not going to ring the doorbell on anybody's apartment building and then run or something.
Run.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it gave us the answer for a lot, because that was only the second video that we used to lip sync in, and we used it to be able to finish the video. And wow, okay, we can do this. I mean, we don't want to do it, but if we have to do it,
So
it's
it's kind of filler, like you said, where they would normally, maybe go. Well, there were parts where there was filler where it's instrumental, but there was also parts where it was filler where you didn't have anything to go with the lyrics, so you do the lip sync.
Well, and maybe if somebody did a music video like the ones we did in a Hollywood studio, they might be able to come up with a wild man wizard thing, but we're kind of limited. So
I think it was a great idea. Yeah.
yeah, it did come out great. Okay, so what do we want to talk about next? Next, we're going to talk about other scenes. Then in Taxi, there are only 2 other scenes, meaning scenes that were filmed for something else, and we used them in Taxi. And then Sequel has about 5 or 6, and one of them is really interesting. Actually, there are 2 that have a hook to them, but we'll talk about that later. So, thanks for watching. Take care.
God bless. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.